would a woman have multiple children and she does not live in circumstances that are conducive to raising multiple children? There's several points we can talk about. Hear me out. We could go into the fact that maybe they're having these kids because they want somebody to love them. We could go into the fact of the lack of education when it comes to those sorts of things and how to avoid things like that and what you can do if something like that may have already happened, if you know what I mean. Tons of things we can talk about. But what I haven't heard people talking about much is the fact that when it comes down to it, a lot of women have multiple children by different men or by the same men when they really don't have the funds to support all those children. Is because they think that a baby will keep the man around. And I don't know how many times we have to tell the tale, the cautionary tale in the past of women who thought that if they had a baby, the man would stay or that he would change. And that did not happen. I heard someone say years ago, I don't remember who it was, but they said, if you have a baby, that's your baby, okay? And we could say, well, if I have a baby, he's going to keep that child. If I leave, yeah, sure. But that's not what the majority of women are going to do. So we need to be realistic here. Sorry, quick change of scenery. Now, that's just one thing that has a lot to do with why you would have kids that you can't really care for. Another reason is lack of boundaries, combined with thinking that that's going to make a man care about you. You guys are doing the do, and he wants to do the do and you, and instead of you saying no, or before that, protecting yourself, you just let him do it. And this is more unfortunate. There are so many women who are afraid to say no to these men. It's not even about, oh, I'm trying to get him to like me. I'm trying to be the cool, chill girl. It's if I say no to him, I could be in danger. Or if I say no to him, he might not like me anymore. I remember being in 10th grade and there was this guy, I don't even remember what his name was, but he tried to date me just so he could sleep with me. And even though I had a pick-me phase, there were times when I, was pretty damn smart. I didn't want to do that. And he stopped talking to me. So even then, young girls feel that pressure to allow these boys to do whatever. They're not even developed, but these boys, that's a whole nother situation. So we can't go back in time and change what has happened in these situations. But what we can do going forward is to continue to spread the message to women. And if you have young girls in your life, spread the message to them that these dudes are in it for themselves. Teach them young. Teach them how to be bitches. And I'm not talking about being mean to people who don't deserve it. Don't get it twisted. But teach them how to center themselves. Teach them how to center their own best interest. Teach them how to do what will benefit them in the long run. Teach them consequences. My mom did. She was like, you can do whatever you, both my parents did. They were like, you can do whatever you want. But if you get into trouble, just know that's you getting into trouble. And that was enough to scare the shit out of me. I didn't want to do anything and get myself in a situation that I could not get myself out of. Teach people that, hey, there's nothing you can do to make someone like you if they don't. There's nothing you can do to make someone respect you if they don't. If a man doesn't like you, if he doesn't respect you and you get pregnant, that's not going to change. He will leave you. And these knucklehead men, they'll keep you on the back burner whenever they want to get some. They'll only acknowledge that child when they want to lay up in your house or get in between your legs. They will not pay child support. They will not care for these kids. It will be on you. And life will be hard. And what's even worse is the children will suffer. Kids know when there's a book fair and everybody else has money and they don't. Kids know if they go to a school where they have to get a cheese sandwich or they're not allowed to eat lunch because their lunch bill is not paid off. Kids know when everybody is wearing trendy clothes and they're wearing things that are not as cool as anybody else's. And we could say, well, none of that matters. We're talking about kids, okay? Shut the fuck up. Kids know. And we can sit here and say, oh, well, none of that matters. Don't pass judgment. It's all love. Fuck it. Fuck that. And I also want to acknowledge that somebody could be a millionaire. Somebody could be well off and still be a shitty parent. So let me just go ahead and get that out of the way before some faux intellectual person says that in my comment section. I'm well aware of that. However, having children when you can barely feed yourself, automatically that should be like, you know what, this isn't a good idea. And we can talk about we should live in a perfect world where everybody gets money to raise their kids and the government's fucked up. We don't live in a perfect world, Susan. Stop it. This is the world that we live in. Okay, this is the reality that we live in. And because this is the world we live in, it is simply not a good decision to have children, multiple, when you cannot take care of yourself. I said it. I stand by it. I don't give a fuck what you call it. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care. I care about children. And a lot of you don't. Okay? A lot of you don't. You're just pretending that you do. Maybe you have a big platform and people believe and listen to every fucking thing you say. So now you think everything that you say is right, or because you say it passionately, it is true. No, I have spoken to far too many adults who were once children of women who didn't know how to stop when it came to having children. I have talked to far too many adults who have been the child of a mom who just wanted to have kids because she needed people to take care of the house. Pick me moms. And the stories I hear are traumatic. They're still recovering from that shit. So this is why, as much as men especially like to call people like me angry and bitter, it's important that we talk about these things so that we can educate as many women as humanly possible. And then also, as soon as you're able to get licensed to caring, always be able to protect yourself. These men ain't shit. They're not going to look out for your best interest. So you have to. And children and babies cannot advocate for themselves. They depend on you for everything. So think about the life that they are going to have to live. Think about the example that's going to be set for them. And people don't really do that. People don't really consider, is this the best circumstance to bring a child into? And it's not even about money. Maybe you got a lot of money, but mentally and emotionally, you just ain't there yet. And that's okay. You don't have to have children. You can always wait. It doesn't have to be a no. It could just be not right now. But if you really care about children, I don't think we should be encouraging the things that I've been seeing trending on this app lately. Okay? It's fucking ridiculous. Stop the foolishness. Stop the madness.